So this is group 1. Demon versus Mongodiolin has been played today, 1 hour ago. Odette versus Bright Spark will define who is gonna win the group 1, and that way we'll have all what we need to update the final stage run 2. Something that I forgot to do is to give the spot to Z2. So Z2 will join group 4 and Shadow group 3. So the winner between Odette and Bright Spark will join group 1 with Eagle's Revenge, Mininote and Valkyrie Warrior. The loser will join the scary group 2 with DEAI, Immortal and Phyrex UP. So let's say that it's way better to win this. I assume that Bandit is there. So the 1v1 is gonna be Sicilian War. There we go. I failed, I forgot to change the civilization for the player 2, sorry about this. Player 2 needs to be Sicilian. Alright. No, Bandit, not worry, it's supposed to be Marrow's civilization anyway. It was just a mistake I did. I forgot to set the civilization for player 2. And I didn't know that you hate playing against Aztec anyway. But it's good to know for future events. The Princess of Arabia here, nice. Ah, that's funny. I hope this fight goes better for me than the other did in Prince of Arabia. Nice. Good job, Bandit. Oh, I'm scared. I hope that Bright Spark is not too angry against Odette. But it sounds like it wants its revenge. Interesting. Yeah, good luck. Alright, let's see if the boar is found despite the fact that it looks to be under the fog of war here. Or I mean an unexplored till. I assume that Bright Spark want to find a boar to steal. Odette doesn't have loom. Alright, Blue is quite fast as usual to research feudal age. Second. Sorry for the noise in the background, in case you hear. Oh, that's a shame. It's attempting to build a lumber camp, and it will fail again and again, I think. It almost never happens, but it has to happen in tournament. Oh yeah, that's really awful. So, let's see if it costs the game to Odette. It will be deleted again, and maybe built once again. I definitely would like it to find another placement for the next attempt. Okay, I better stay with one lumber company. Bright Spark is prepared to face a scout rush, looks like. But I don't think Odette would go for a scout rush. Odette is... yeah, Odette is just not having any military building except the blacksmith just because of this lumber camp which costs 300 wood for nothing. So yeah, it comes pretty late. I'm surprised by the Bright Spark strategy here. It looks to be a Spearman Rush. Interesting. Oh, this is a dungeon. Okay, interesting. That's a pretty nice strategy, Bandit. I have to say. It's quite aggressive. If it was considered as a tower class, I could imagine that the villagers would attack the dungeon. Well, this is super aggressive. Oh, okay, it's eventually attacking the dungeon. Good. Let's compare the population at this point. 26 villagers for blue, 33 for red. That's close concerning the population. Yeah, the boar was eventually found anyway. Well, really surprising strategy from Bright Spark. Alright, so Odette is actually massing many archers and skirmishers. Actually, I don't know why we've got two stables. I'm scared this dungeon won't be built. Alright, it looks like Odette is gonna win this. Yeah, it's GG, I think so. Scout stays garrison. I will increase the speed. I was wondering why neither archers nor skirmishers were upgraded in elite skirmishers or crossbows, but I guess it's because the priority is given to pikemen, just because of the two stables. Alright. Well, it was really surprising, I would say, this strategy from Bright Spark. I've never seen this. So here we go for the next one. The 4v4. Alright, let's check the civilizations. Turkish, Goth, Italian and Magyar. Alright, so Bright Spark needs to win the two next games. Oh nice, Randy. Nice to see that you will stream the FFA. That's pretty cool. And are you gonna use Capturate for this? Maybe your computer is more powerful than mine. Alright, nice. So Odette and Bright Spark do have already a story in tournaments. They played against each other in the Land Nomad tournament, if I'm right. Oh no, it was not Land Nomad, it was an Arabia tournament. And they played against each other twice in that tournament. So this is the third time they face each other's. And I wouldn't be surprised if they meet again, maybe in the final stage round 3, because I consider Bright Spark and Odette as top 8 AIs, or at least top 16, but I would say top 8. Yes, it was Prince of Arabia. Well, Snake Panda, hello. Well, we are close to finish the round 1 of the final stage. So we will have 32 top AIs still qualified. And the loser of this match will be in round 2 against Immortal, GEAI and Firex, while the winner will play against Eagle Revenge, Mini Note and Valkyrie Warrior. And yes, definitely the Night Panda. I will organize the betting challenge like we did for Davis Cup 4, yeah, Davis Cup 5 and Davis Cup 6. So it's a tradition in Davis Cup. I will start it for the round 3, of course. Unless you already want this for the round 2, it's possible. Just let me know if you want the betting challenge to start at round 2. Alright, so player 1 goes for an archery, 2 archery ranges. Okay, same strategy for Magyar, the Magyar player. And the Goth as pocket Goth for infantry. So red will be in 1 versus 2 in Feudal Age. We can expect a tower built by green. Okay, it happens sometimes we've got a bug with the positions. At least for, I think it happens to green and purple actually. With they think that they are flanks while they are supposed to be pockets. That's always annoying. It's something that I told in the bug report. I don't know if it's something which can be fixed. The fact that the AI sometimes can't detect its position. So let's see. Red player is 31 population. Let's see what about Grey. Grey is also in 1 versus 2, and yeah, it's almost the same situation both sides. So I don't get what Teal is actually doing. As Italian. Yeah, definitely 2 versus 1 was too much for red. And at least for grey. The game is gonna be 3v3. But I'm scared that Teal to have some issues, maybe. Teal is slinging. I don't think so, because I don't see any market. Or maybe I'm wrong, but no, I don't see any market. It looks like it just trained villagers. This game is really okay. My bad. It is slinging it to have the market. Okay. So it is slinging green. Okay. Maybe. I hope that it's not slinging grey, because it would be really useless at this point. So yellow is now targeting blue, I guess. If you look at the minimap, it's quite funny to see green circling around red with blue. So green definitely needs to kill someone else because it is the slung player. Okay, orange is now targeting the next one. Blue is now attacking orange, I think. And orange is attacking green. That's really confusing, I don't get exactly what happened in this game. So basically red is very low. Purple and orange look to attack the same guy, the green player. And green is defending blue against yellow. Okay, grey is now having a bunch of skirmishers. Maybe grey is also slung by teal, I don't know. But I see two villagers, and I think that's it. Oh, Ram is attacking enemy's units. Interesting. Okay, so nobody care until people are just focused on green at this point. Alright, eventually it looks to be the target. Okay, I think that I will increase the speed. Alright, yellow goes for champions. Alright, the game is over. 34 population for green. 22, 9. Alright. Yeah, quite a confusing game. Okay, so all the resources slung by teal were given to green. Okay. Alright, so we've got a last one, 2v2. Alright, so the civilizations Huns and Malian. Alright, good luck. Definitely the 4v4 was weird. So Bandit, can you confirm me that green in 4v4 wasn't supposed to go for a feudal rush? By the fact it was pocket. I just asked to know if the issues came only to Odette. Okay, interesting. So now I'm confused. I don't know if the issue could come from Odette or if it's just an issue from DE. So as Huns for Odette I would expect a scout rush, and as Malian a men-at-arm rush, but only if the start is good enough for this. In case it's a bit late to research feudal age, it would go for an archery strategy. And I really don't know about Bright Spark. Okay, I think that red should go for Scout Rush. And looking at the time, I would say that yellow should go for an archery feudal rush with archers.
Zeker. Timo, William Band.
Alright, so 2 archery ranges for blue and same for green. Okay, it looks like the scout, red scout, is really annoying for blue. Yeah, it probably deleted one archery range. Oh, green is targeting red. Green, come back to defend against yellow. I think that red scout did a really good job against blue. Oh, we've got scout now from blue. It looks like blue is trying everything. It did build 2 barracks, now 2 stables. I like the way blue maintained the enemy army quite far from its town with those units which always stay around. That way the red player can't just go to attack the enemy. It keeps being focused on the archers which are walking here and there. And blue is not too far from researching Castle Age, but it's gonna be too late, I guess. Yeah, Bandit. In fact, I think that the scout made a huge difference in the early fight. Blue is gonna click up, I guess. So 20 population for blue. Well, I think it's GG. Definitely. Alright, GG. Okay, so I will update the brackets and then I will leave the streaming to let the spot to R&D for the FFA. Alright, so Odette won 3-0. I think that Bright Spark, depending on the strategy chosen, could definitely win games to Odette. It's more aggressive than my AI, and in the very early feudal age, I have seen several times Bright Spark getting an advantage and making Bright Spark to win the game. So Bright Spark will have good fights upcoming in Group 2 with GEI, Immortal and Firex UP. And Odette can feel lucky to join Group 1. With all the respect I have for Eagle's Revenge, Mininote and Valkyrie Warrior, I think that it's gonna be an easier group than Group 2, definitely. So, the final stage 1-2 is officially open. Every AIs are in. So, I assume that MrElephant might stream games this in the maybe tomorrow or later, let's see. So thank you for having watched and see you soon.